Okay, let's start with something a bit, well, provocative. What if the very thing we crave, comfort, what if it's actually holding us back?
Holding us back from greatness, even. It's a challenging idea.
It really is. So today we're doing a deep dive into this really powerful perspective. It challenges how we usually think about ease versus, well, achievement.
Yeah, and the source we're looking at, it's pretty direct. It's not your typical gentle self-help guide.
No, definitely not. It's much more no nonsense, like a call to action, really. Stark truths.
Exactly. It forces you to look at some uncomfortable things about how we tend to operate day to day.
So our mission here is to really unpack this core claim the material makes, that comfort is a slow poison. That's quite a statement.
It is. We want to look at the subtle ways it supposedly works, its dangers.
Right, the hidden stuff. And then, crucially, look at the alternative path it suggests, the path of discipline.
And the goal for you listening is to pull out some maybe surprising insights, get some actionable perspectives, help you gain knowledge and maybe unlock some potential.
Okay, so let's jump right into that main idea. Comfort is a slow poison. How does the source say this actually happens? It's not like an obvious threat, is it?
No, that's the key. It's insidious. The source describes it beautifully, actually. It says comfort doesn't roar, it whispers, it doesn't force you, it invites, it seduces.
Seduced by ease. Okay, I get that. Can you give some examples?
Well, think about the small things. Hitting snooze, right? You know you should get up, but 5 more minutes.
Guilty, yeah.
Or skipping the gym because you're tired. Or maybe that big project, that diet, always starting next Monday.
Right, the All-Start Monday loop. I know that one.
Exactly. These aren't like aggressive demands. They feel like gentle suggestions, easy choices. That's the seduction.
Yeah, the source really hammers home that deceptive nature. It says something like, comfort feels like peace, but it's a trap.
Yeah, that imagery is strong. Peace, but it's a trap.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds nice, feels good in the moment,
Mm-hmm.
but slowly, maybe without you even realizing it, its grip just tightens.
So let's talk consequences then. If comfort is this slow poison, what does it actually do to us internally, according to this view?
Well, the claim is pretty stark. Over time, consistently choosing the easy way, it dulls your ambition, it kills your hunger, it softens your edge.
Softens your edge. So it's not just about inaction. It's about becoming fundamentally less sharp, less driven.
Precisely. It's about who you become. Less capable, maybe, of chasing the hard goals, the things that really matter in the long run.
That connects to another point the source makes, this kind of contrast. It talks about this innate fire, an edge, a primal instinct, it calls it, to dominate, build, conquer.
Yeah, like that's our factory setting almost.
So if that's the default,
Yeah.
what happens to it in our modern lives?
Well, that's the question it poses. What does modern life offer instead? It lists things like, Wi-Fi, Uber Eats, and dopamine on demand.
Okay. Yeah. Instant gratification everywhere.
Pretty much, the environment constantly whispers, why bother struggling? It's all right here. Easy.
And the warning that comes with that.
It's blunt. If you don't fight, you fade. You surrender to that ease, you lose that edge.
And there's that other line, wow, it's strong. You don't grow in the comfort zone, you rot there.
Oof, yeah. Rot. It's such a visceral word. It's designed to shock you, I think, to say, look, this isn't just stagnation, it's decay.
It really drives home the potential cost of always choosing easy. Which brings us to the core choice, doesn't it?
It does. The material frames it as this fundamental daily dilemma. You either choose the pain of discipline or you inherit the pain of regret.
Pain now or pain later, essentially. No middle ground offered.
Seems that way, yeah. Choose your hard.
And what does choosing discipline actually look like, according to this source? It gives examples, right?
Yes, very concrete ones.
Mhm.
It's waking up early when you desperately want to sleep in. It's training when it hurts, pushing through that discomfort. It's working when others are kicking back, relaxing.
So the argument is, anyone who builds something significant, something worth something.
They did it by consistently choosing pain over pleasure. That's the claim.
It's not about these huge, dramatic sacrifices necessarily, is it? More like the small daily battles.
Exactly. It's the accumulation, day after day, choosing the slightly harder thing, leaning into that discomfort. That's what builds momentum, what forges progress.
And the message for you listening is not saying only superhumans can do this. It
Yeah.
actually insists you've got that same fire.
Right. Yeah, it says it might be buried, under distractions, under excuses, under softness. But the potential, that fire, It's still there.
It just needs reigniting.
Needs you to choose discipline over comfort, basically.
Okay, so another point here is how life itself, or maybe reality, views comfort. The source says something pretty blunt about that, too.
Oh, yeah. Life doesn't care how cozy you feel. It just cuts through any idea that being comfortable somehow protects you.
Right. It doesn't matter how safe you feel.
Exactly. The world doesn't operate based on your comfort levels. And what's interesting is what the source says life does reward.
Which isn't comfort.
Not at all. It rewards, and these are its words, the savage, the focused, the relentless.
Okay, the savage needs a bit of unpacking, maybe. It doesn't mean literal savagery, presumably.
No, I think it means that relentless drive, that primal determination we talked about earlier, like an unstoppable force towards their goal, unyielding, focused.
Got it. So if that's what life rewards, how does embracing discomfort help you get those qualities?
Well, the source draws a direct line. It basically says, you want power, then get uncomfortable.
Okay.
You want freedom, then sacrifice pleasure.
Sacrifice short-term pleasure for long-term freedom. Makes sense.
And maybe the most striking one, you want to be a weapon, then sharpen yourself in pain.
Wow. Be a weapon. Sharpened by difficulty.
It's a powerful metaphor for becoming effective, capable. Yeah, it's framing discomfort not as something to avoid, but as the actual forge where strength and capability are created.
So let's try and wrap this up. The main takeaway today seems to be this warning about the hidden sort of creeping dangers of too much comfort.
Right, how it can dull you, trap you, almost poison your potential slowly.
And the flip side, the power found in consciously choosing difficulty,
Mm.
in discipline, in productive discomfort.
Yeah, that it's transformative, almost like alchemy turning the pain of effort into the gold of achievement and strength. It really challenges our instinct to always seek ease.
And that final piece of advice from the source, it's so direct, just 3 words. Wake up, move, build.
Bam. No fluff, just action. Cuts through everything else.
Simple, but hard.
Very hard. And it leaves us with that final, really unsettling thought, doesn't it? The comfort you love today is the coffin you'll lie in tomorrow.
Yeah, that's
Not
memorable. It really makes you think. It pushes you to ask yourself.
What small choices am I making purely for comfort, just for convenience? And could those seemingly harmless choices actually be sort of chipping away at my drive, limiting me?
Diminishing potential without you even noticing. And then the follow-up question is,
What could actually happen if you flipped the script, if you deliberately, actively sought out some of that productive discomfort instead?
what strength might emerge? What could you unlock? It's definitely something to chew on, isn't it? A powerful idea to carry forward from this deep dive.